Hello, welcome to Flory Models. Here we are for the Friday roundup on the 22nd of March 2019. A busy week, a hugely busy week. And as you can see today, I've done, to be honest, done a little bit on the Wessex. The Wessex is actually together now, so actually that can probably come off. We've started to shoehorn it all in there, starting to get the resin in there. We'll have a look at that in a minute anyway. So we've been doing that. And then really your medals, this is what I've been doing. So I've been printing off everybody's addresses, and then obviously it goes into one of these, and then we've got to do customs and the rest of it. Then you get a nice one of our nice little cards with a little thank you personal message on the back like that, and then they're here. So to be honest, these are all probably going to go out tomorrow on Saturday, and it's going to be, I think we've got around about 40 of you who've been in contact so far with your names and addresses and everything else like that. So that first batch of 40 will go out. The rest of them I'll do over the weekend, and we'll get them out obviously on Monday. They're going to go out second class post, try and keep the cost down a little bit, so please allow a few days for them to get there. But you know, thank you very much. If you haven't seen one, as you can see, this is one we were on about. They do look very nice, very classy like that. So I must admit, very proud of everybody who takes part. Remember, I know I keep harping on about it, but the reason we give away medals to everybody who took part into it is for your great work and the effort you guys put into doing a group build. I sit here and make videos pretty much 5 days a week, and I'm used to it, but I appreciate you guys, especially, you know, limited amount of time, who make the effort to take fantastic photographs, to do a full blurb about what's going on and then picking it up. Like I said before, it's a great resource for people to come along in, and we've had a lot of new members, actually hundreds of new members since we reopened the doors at the beginning of the month. And one of the big feedbacks I'm getting from a lot of people is the forum is just such a resource for everything. You know, literally, you can't, there's not many things on there that the membership hasn't built, and then having the group builds and the people making the effort to actually do full detailed explanations about when there's a problem with the kit, how they fixed it, how they went about it, and everything else like that. So it's my little way of giving back for you guys for all that time, all that hassle of clearing your bench, having to take a nice clean photo, or writing it all out and uploading photos. I really do appreciate it, because technically it's me legacy, I suppose, which hopefully, you know, even when I'm dead and gone, the forum will always be there, and all this great information will be there, and the builds will be there, and all your work will be there, that hopefully new generations to come will just keep adding and adding to it, and it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and everything like that. So that's why we do all of this. It's nothing to do with first prizes. Don't think we don't give these out to first, second and third and all of that. We give them out to anybody who takes part. So to be honest, this particular group build was quite a small one. I think there's only 75 completed, but we've had other ones with over 375 entries in them. So, you know, from my point of view, it's just a little bit of giving back. Anyway, today as well is this little guy. A lot of it's been spoken about it. So this is the Rebels 148 scale JU52 Yonkers. It says new. It's not. The kit's 20 years old. Actually, it is 20 years old. It's released in 1989. But the thing is that Revell have reboxed it in their nice new boxing. It comes with new decals. It's got their new instruction. So they're calling it new, which again drives me absolutely potty, because it's not. A lot of it's been said about this kit, because when we had the open house a couple of months ago, I was panning around with the camera. A lot of you spotted it and saw it said new, and they thought it's a new tooled kit. It's not. But fear not, everybody, it's actually probably one of Revell's best, because it's got beautiful detailed interior to it, and you can see it before you say you can't, because the roof is detachable. And it does have a large seam line running down it, I've noticed, and I've seen it on photos as well. So you could actually have it as an off fit and just unplug it. But the thing is, what Revell have done craftily or nicely, I don't know, whichever way you want to look at it, is giving it this beautiful North African colour scheme. And it is striking. It's one of their best. The kit I had before, and I've sold it when it was in the civilian markings, and it's pretty much boring. But when it's in like that, they've got, you know, obviously you've got a P40 in the background there and things like that. I think it just adds it to that sort of sense of wow factor to it. It's very striking box. And the thing is, a lot of people also mentioned about, well, it's got giant ejector pins and link marks to everything from the sprue to the parts. You know, yeah, but don't panic, because this leading edge is actually flat. It's not corrugated all the way around on it. It has like a bead, so that's where it's attached. So actually, again, it's not a massive problem. I know certain other ones with the corrugated skin wraps all the way around. This one doesn't. There's a meeting as it comes together, so it's not a problem with it. It is a beautiful kit. As I say, the surface detail on the inside is better than the outside, which is weird to it. Anyway, full review is up for you right now. You can go out, links below, and if you want to, we've got them actually on the PM store as well, so you can go off and buy one if you fancy getting one of those. Don't forget, Saturday night 8 o'clock. That's 8 o'clock. I know we normally start everything at 7:30, but on Saturday it's 8 o'clock, so I'm actually out. And we've got our live auction. Now this is our interactive auction, as you know. For members, you know how this works anyway, and you can then bid on kits. Now we've got a great thing. A lot of it is obviously just brand new stuff, but we have got some of my, like this type of thing, and obviously the 4GT will go up as an auction as well, because I've reviewed them. We let them go at a great price as well, so we've got that up. On top of that, we're trying something new. What we're going to have, and it will be up on the site tomorrow, is a discount code for 15% off of certain manufacturers' stuff. So in for this one, it will be Meng, it will be Airfix, it will be Edard, it will be Tamiya, it's going to be Italieri, it will be Ebro, and so forth and so on. It will be 15% off all kits. So it doesn't matter if it's in the auction or not. What you can actually do is go online and then have a look at it. Now that's going to run until 12 noon on Sunday. So the start of it will be when we go live, just before we go live. So around about 7 PM UK time on Saturday night, and then it will run right the way through until noon on Sunday. Okay, so midday on Sunday UK time, it will run through. So it's 15% off everything on those selected kit manufacturers. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the kit is, as long as it's by Airbro, as long as it's by Edard, Airfix, Tamiya, all the rest of it, it's 15% off. There will be a coupon code, and obviously that will be on the site and in the usual suspect places as normal, but we'll make a big thing of it, and the coupon code will come up on probably screen if I can do it, or I'll hold a bit of paper up or something as well whilst we're actually live on air, and after we finish on air it will be out and about as well. So it's a great way of getting discount, not only of what we're showing and doing with the live auction, but also for anything off the PM store. Okay, so loads and loads of bargains. Grab yourself something. If you not think you don't take your fancy during the auction, go and have a peruse around the shop, because you never know what you might find. Anyway, speaking of which, just a little bit of clarification, because we've had a couple of incidents about it, is that the way the 15% Flory models discount doesn't actually go to PM models. Okay, that Q code that you get, okay, is actually in the Flory model site only. Yes, I co-own PM models with Matt. Me and Matt are partners in that particular business, but it is a separate business to Flory models. It just so happens I own one. Okay, so that's the thing to it. So don't think that that 15% is of everything at the PM store that you get as being a Flory member. That is purely in the Flory models store on things like, as I say, the sanders. It's obviously on about the washes and the pigments. Okay, it's not just a blanket code that covers the entire PM models. That code is purely for Flory models site. So on the Flory models site, you get 15% off absolutely everything on there, and aprons and all the other merch that we do as well. Okay, and upcoming stuff that is going to be, well, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so just remember, if you are ordering something, that Q code does not work on the PM store site. It only purely works on the Flory model site. Just to clarify on that one. Anyway, so today, as you can see, or this week, I should say, obviously we looked at the 4GT to start with, and we was doing that one, which is a great kit. Review went up on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we were looking at this bad boy and doing all of this. So we've been working on here, and he's had a coat of oils, and it's been drying off nicely, and it's all handleable now. So really what we're ready to do is fix this top wing section on, okay, and we can do the other woodwork and everything else, and then start adding obviously all the rigging, which is the next big stage for it, and then it'll be final weathering onto this one, final assembly, and then a little bit of titivation, and we'll be good to go. But generally she's coming along really well. So actually you have two parts of this went up onto the site this week, so you have parts 3 and 4 went up, so loads of good detail on with this one. Then also you had up with Steve as well, working obviously on his Raiden. It looks a phenomenal kit as well. So Steve did an intro, and obviously he's done part 1 of that, is up on the site as well. So you can find that actually into the forum in the video build section, is in there. And as soon as I get some pictures from him, because I need pictures, it will be on the main site as well, so you'll be able to see it. So hopefully, hint Steve, you can get me some photos. As soon as you got that, I can put it up. But because we don't have videos open on the outside, I can't do it without any photos. So I'm hoping he's going to take some good clear photos of it, then we can get them up onto the main site as well, and we can add photos to his video builds as he makes his way along as well, because it's quite nice to be able to see in detail in those stills, and it gives you an idea of what he's up to as well. So fantastic work with that one. At the same time, we were speaking about, because obviously we had the live show last night, so we was out and about with that one. Thank you to everybody who joined us. It was a great night. It's nice to see, touching wood, we've got rid of all our gremlins and things like that now, apart from the music at the beginning, which we're not worried about anyway. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun, and you would have seen me playing with this little lump. So this is the Fly Wessex in 32nd scale. So I managed to fit the tail together, as you would have seen, be having a senior moment on air, but it is a very, very large lump indeed. It is absolutely gorgeous, and we've basically glued it together now. It is together. It's just drying off as we speak. We can get the belly plate into here as well, and then we can start working on the actual cockpit area, and then we'll be going around taking care of these seams and joins, rescribing, re-riveting, all the good stuff. But I'm trying to get it together as a whole at the moment. But all that work we did in the interior, as we always knew, you can hardly see any of it, but we got some nice resin and things going to be going inside the cockpit, and I am going to spend a little bit of time, if you would have seen the show, doing that instrument panel. It needs something to it, so I'm going to probably scratch build one together and do it. So lots of scratch building on this build, lots of basic modelling as well. So if you're into like filling and sanding and filling and sanding, and probably more filling and sanding, this is the one you're going to want to watch. And then obviously we're going to be rescribing, re-riveting, and going to town about it. I do have to thank one of the members who was telling me about, we were discussing on the live show, because one of the members has sent me a custom grill to go on the front, so we don't have to have the patch, the tarp that goes over the front, the sort of FOD cover. And he was saying about they used to have an open one because of ice. It used to have ice build up, so any temperatures which were around about 5 degrees or lower, they used to take it off because ice used to build up on the grill and then be ingested by the engine, and as we all know, ice and engines don't get on particularly well. So yes, that's why we had the photos we were showing on the live show last night, and they had nothing in there. It's just like a giant void you could fall in and be blended. It's like a tree shredder in there, so that's why it was like that. But anyway, it's a lovely build. It's really starting to come together now, and as soon as we get the sort of sandy and dirty jobs out of the way and we're moving through, we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. I tend to do lots of weathering with it. And a few little niceties, and I might be changing some of the bits for some metal and various things with it, because I think it is going to be worth it. And I'm not doing it folded up, we're going to have it open and as a whole, as if literally the crew are ready to step out to it. So that is the point with that one. But she's coming together, and again, if you're ever worried about limited run kits such as Fly and things like that, never be put off. It takes a little bit more work to it, but actually the detail is usually there, and then you can go through the motions of adding to it. But with the resin that's in this kit, it really does make it step up. So looking forward to that one. So next week you're going to get part 2 of this particular one, definitely, and then there'll probably be part 5 on the actual wing nut wings sock with camel. That will be up with you next week as well, as we make our way through. So loads going on with that one. We've also got coming up next week, we've got the Ebro Lotus, the Type 49 racing car. That review will be up with you probably on Tuesday, I should think. We've also got down in there the Fine Molds F14, the 72nd one, and again, you're going to want to watch that review, because having seen that kit and knowing that kit a little bit, it is absolutely stunning. It gives the Tamiya 48 scale one a run for its money. If you don't believe me, watch the review. Trust me, it is a beautiful kit in 72nd. And to be honest, I have got the Typhoon Promise, the Hasegawa 72nd one as well. I've got that one to do. I'll get that sorted next week as well. Other things that are going on around in the forum at the moment, let me just change to forum mode, and this mode, hold on, we are sort of live on this today. So usual things that are going on around in there. If you haven't seen it, obviously all this week's vlogs, if you don't want to go to the main site, they are down in this section, just down in here. And then over here we've actually got the live shows. So if you ever wondered about the live shows, anything we do live, this is last night's. You can click in here, and there he is himself, the Smiley Miley himself, our very own Rob, who is very excited. I don't know, that isn't me, that's literally YouTube has picked that as a thumbnail. God knows why. Anyway, so that's it himself, Mr. Smiley. Remember, if you need any commission works, Rob's open to commissions these days. And he is, as we know, a bit of a master modeler at the best of times. So if you are needing any commission work or anything else like that, rescribing, we were talking about, he does charge per centimetre, but he's quite happy to rescribe and re-rivet as well. He's not really, I'm just dropping him in it. Throw him under the bus. But anyway, yes, so they're down in there. So any of the live stuff we've ever done for the last God knows how many years, they are all down in there as well. So if you want some little bit of background stuff, you know, some chatting, things like that, that's down in there as well. We're talking about Steve's Raiden build, that is down in here as well. So if you click into Steve's build, he is hiding I tried to pick a thumbnail where I did a screen scrape on it, so I've got, you can see the top of his head. Anyway, he's there doing that gorgeous one there with the engine. Again, he's already put parts 3 and 4 up as well. I've got those. I've got to edit those and I'll get them over. I'll just play with his sound and see if we can get his sound a bit louder, and they'll be out to watch as well. I spoke about it last week, but loads of you mentioned it. Yes, the Ducati is up, and yes, it is the same one that Steve's doing as well. So if you want to see about the Ducati and going through all about that, it's an Oldham but Golden. Did it a few years ago now, but it turned out absolutely stunning, that particular bike build, and still one of my favourite builds to date. So if you want to go through, you can actually see that particular build. It is up on the site, and it is obviously in the forum, as is all the builds are duplicated throughout them. The Wingnut Wings build, obviously that's over here as well, as we're making our way through. So obviously parts 3, which we're covering all the painting after we did the wood stage on the underside and the top side, are down in here now. So pretty much you're almost up to speed. It's just got the thing about the actual oils and things like that. That'll be up with you very, very soon on that one. And then, obviously, making our way through the usual areas. I have got a good little video for you at the end of the show with your great work from the gallery. But just to keep up with things as they're going at the moment, work in progress SIGs for the actual egg ones. Obviously, got the guys doing all the fun little egg ones down in there. That's not a problem. And we have our first finisher across the line. We've got Natalie, has done absolutely fantastic job on, I can't even pronounce it, on the Yamato. Beautiful job. They are fun. They're a little bit of fun for Easter. So there we go. You're all good to go on those now. Start your engines, get going. You've got a month to get them sorted, and obviously there'll be a final reveal video for the end of that one. Remember, you only get medals for group builds. We only do 2 group builds a year, so it's every 6 months we do the medal run, and then the rest of all the SIGs and the fun stuff, there is no medals for it. So congratulations to Natalie for that one. Doing a great job in there. Okay, the other ones we got going on at the moment is On Your Marks for the actual racing SIG. We've got a couple of things going down in here. So that one we've seen because it's a long time ago. Obviously I'm trying to keep up on these being finished in here at the moment. We've seen that one as well. That's Alan's. It's right. It's just guys talking about them. I'm just seeing if we've got any of the new ones. This one possibly. 12 days ago, so it would have been. So Rob's finished the actual Martini on the Porsche. Very nice indeed. Is it Porsche or Porsche? We've made that one yet? Do we know? It's like aluminium, aluminum, I don't know. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff in there. Haven't seen that one, I don't think. That's very nice. Have we? No, definitely not. That's a beautiful one. Very nicely job done on there. Cool. I think we have done actually, or is it just me remembering it and having a look round? With the GTR. Very, very nice indeed. And Honda. I think we did sneak these in last week, didn't we? I don't think we got any more completed in there. I think that's those. Okay, Nato stuff. So we've got the Nato, which is a SIG, going on at the moment. This was the one we spoke about on the show. Beautiful. If you need insight into this one, because there's a story to this, seeing all those photos there, you would never know. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to bring anyone's attention to that one, because from there it looks absolutely beautifully done. So obviously we've got down in there the Phantom and the Hunter, looking absolutely beautiful. I will say, Alex, honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. No one knows. Look, you see, we've got away with it. Okay, we've got down in here, Aaron's done a Centurion. Very nice as well. Very cool. Cool tank Centurion. Big old beast. Very nice indeed. So one and Aaron for that one, and that is all we've got in there at the moment. So yes, a little bit quiet on those ones. But remember, obviously the group builds get the medals, the other ones don't. It's as simple as that on this one. And that is about it. All I have to say is don't forget PM stores. We've got the usual stuff coming in over here. So as you can see, lots of stuff. Obviously got the new arrivals area. Loads of various things going in there. We've got the new Tempest, the various things. Again, you'll be able to get a great discount of up to 15%, or it will be 15% on most of this lot in here, okay? So if you are thinking about picking up a kit, maybe hold out till the weekend. We've also got down in here our new miscellaneous area, which has got weird stuff because we don't know where else to put it. This is when Matt just gets carried away. So there we go. We've got the Dora Wings things. What is that? It makes you wonder. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I remember now. So yes, we've got some great weird stuff as well as mainstream stuff because, you know, let's face it, everyone needs it. Oh, it's a Helix in 72nd. So yes, very nice. Very nice indeed. And a Hurricane. The Armour Hobby one as well. That's the new one. Ooh, very nice indeed. So we've got lots of stuff going down on there. And then obviously on the Flory Models site, if you go into the vlogs, if you want to keep up with everything we're doing, obviously the shows that we do every day, they are open to the public as well, and you can watch them just down in here. Obviously group builds and the other bits and pieces and the video builds, they are separate. So members, you'll literally just click down in here and learn more. It'll take you to the main page for it, and then go to video build. And then obviously the video build is down in here and you can go off and see it. It's as simple as that. Right, that's about it from me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to carry on now for this evening, trying to get all your medals out tonight and sorted. We get them over to the post office tomorrow. Again, the rest of them will go out, obviously, on Monday. They are going second class, so obviously give them a little bit of time on this particular one. But congratulations to everybody who's taken part. Very well deserved. I'll see you lot all tomorrow night, usually around about 8 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be on air. And then obviously for the auction, usual thing, fun, laughter, giggles, and hopefully you can get yourself a couple of bargains as well. If I don't catch you then, obviously I'll see you all on Monday. So till Monday, everybody, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery from this week. Some amazing work in there as always, and I'll see you soon.
Falling like I'm wasted.